Hi there and welcome to video 4, our final video of the Schillers Sewing Circle Kimberbell's Vintage Floral event. So in this last video we're going to be talking about how to put on your clasp onto your purse. You will need a few things for this. Of course, your clasp. There's some odd little bits of string sort of things. A flathead screwdriver. Good glue. I know it says to use craft glue like Elmer's in the pattern, but I found out the hard way that it does not hold very well even when I used a pair of pliers to tighten this. So I suggest a stronger glue. E6000 is great. And you'll also need a little pair of pliers. These are jewelry pliers with a little bit of a curved tip, which I find are very easy to use. All right, so what we need to do to begin is you want to take your bag and just first practice putting in the clasp, because once you put the glue on there, it's a little bit hard to kind of just slide it in there. So just kind of practice. You want to get the two sides in there first. It's not as easy as it looks. Just kind of slide it in, because pretty much your first step is to get the glue on there and slide in each of these components of your bag, and then you're going to open it up and slide these little pieces of string in there with your flathead screwdriver, and that will actually put enough pressure in here to really hold it. And then you take your pliers and tighten this. So again, just before you do actually just throw glue on here and try to do this, just so you don't accidentally super glue your hand to a clasp. Going to the ER right now would be really terrible. So just be very careful with your glue. All right, so our first step is take our glue, and we're going to put a little bit right on the inside of the clasp. Oops. If you do get a little bit on the outside, it's not a big deal, because you can always wipe that up afterwards. I'm just trying not to get glue on my cutting table. As you can see, I'm not exactly a competent gluer. All right, and so next we're going to put this in here. Try to get the sides in there first. Whew. Now, if you really need as well, you can take that screwdriver and really push it all in there. Make sure your bag is in there completely. If you do get a little bit of glue on your hands, make sure to wash your hands before doing anything else, and wash any extra glue that you may have off of your bag. You can always use a little, this is a little scrap of stabilizer. I'm just kind of wiping off some of that excess glue. Okay, so our next step is to take our string, and we're going to put this in on the inside. So you're going to open up your bag. You want to kind of put pressure on the bag here and start inserting this in. So just like that, just kind of push this right, here we go, into your bag. I usually do it with my fingers first, and then I'll take my screwdriver and really get it in there, show it who's boss. If you have a little excess bit of string hanging out, that's okay. We can always trim that after everything is all dry. Don't worry about it at this exact point. And then you'll do the same thing with the other side. You could also do one side at a time if you're more comfortable, and get one side completely done and then come back and do the other. There we go. Get that all shoved in there. Almost got it. Okay. So once you have everything all in there, that's when your pliers come in. So you want to make sure, again, that you don't accidentally pull out that string and go around and really tighten this. Jewelry pliers are nice because they don't leave any markings. They actually have a smooth inside here because they're made for jewelry smithers, goldsmiths and such, to actually bend silver and gold and different metals without damaging them. So I really do like using jewelry pliers. You can get them at Michael's. This particular pair is from the Ring Lord. It's a chain mailing site. There we go. And do the same thing on the other side. And as you see, I'm grabbing it and kind of twisting it in. Nice thing about these needle nose pliers is I can also push some of the string back in if it decides it wants to pop out. All right. I think that's about good. So what you want to do now is let these sit for at least 24 hours without touching them. And then you can always come back and just, clean out any extra glue, that's on the outside, give them a good scrub, and make it look really nice. But that's it. There's your clasp, and now you have an adorable little finished purse. Now, if you really like these, there is another CD that Kimberbell just came out with that has multiple different sizes. They do show it on the back of, this one right here. There is a couple different types of clasp sizes. There's a big one and there's different shapes. You actually get a couple other designs inside your CD to make other versions of this. And there's another CD that you can purchase that has a bunch of different sizes, even some bigger clasp wallets. So if you really like this, but you want something a little bit heftier, maybe you've got a lot of pennies you want to carry around, you can always get the CD and get some of the extra clasps, and you can help yourself earn that special bonus CD with all of the cute vintage towels. So if you have any questions about any of the videos you saw tonight, feel free to send us an email, schillersontheweb@gmail.com, for any questions about the event. If you have any orders you want to put in, that's rick@schillersontheweb.com. And you can also give the store a call. They're going to be open 9 to 3, Monday through Saturday, 860-423-6800. I hope you guys had a great time, as did I, and have a great night.